Hi guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm so excited today to be bringing you the finale of my Dream Palette series with my Winter Dream Palette. For those of you who are new to my channel and don't know, I have been doing a series for the past year where I create a 24 pan size palette of my dream colors for each season. So I did my dream spring, my dream summer, and my dream fall palette already. And this episode I will be breaking down and swatching all of the shades that I chose for winter. And if you're interested in purchasing any of these shades, I will have them linked in the description box down below if they are still available. This is going to be a long one, swatching and describing all these colors, so let's just get into it. Really quickly, before I start the swatching, I did want to get into my inspiration for the color story of this palette, because I think it's always important to credit brands or creators or anybody that you take inspiration from. And this palette I wanted as my dream winter palette to be a half like holiday Christmas themed palette and a half winter palette. So the top two rows I took inspiration from the Christmas morning palette from Give Me Glow. You can clearly see here these two palettes are very similar. I definitely took inspiration from this. I did not think I was going to get my hands on this, so I wanted to create my own version, and the top two rows are my own version. The bottom half of the palette, I took inspiration from the Dose of Colors Snow Angels palette. This was a limited edition palette, I believe, a year ago for the winter, and as you can see, those blues, those purples, like, I really took inspiration from that. I love the color story of this palette, but I find it just being 5 matte colors, I never reach for it, so I wanted to expand upon that in my dream winter palette. So let's start row by row. This is a mixture of Devinah and Coastal Scents with, I think, maybe one ColourPop shadow thrown in there, because the Devinah shade I wanted in a similar color and finish was sold out. So it's, again, mostly Devinah like the summer palette was, but I am featuring a lot of Coastal Scents mattes, and I'm excited about that. I had ordered some Coastal Scents shimmers, but I was really disappointed in the quality of their shimmers, so I ended up just using the mattes for this palette. The first shade is Ash Gray from Coastal Scents. This is described as a neutral monochrome hue with a matte finish. I personally would describe it as like a medium toned gray, and as you can see, it's a pretty decent matte. Like, the Coastal Scents mattes are not disappointing to me whatsoever, especially for the price point. I think full price they're $3, but you can get them on sale for as low as like 99 cents sometimes. And then the next shade is the One ColourPop shade. It is on a Whimsy. I also use this in my fall palette. It is considered to be a vivid metallic shimmer, and it is just so metallic and intense and beautiful. Then the third color is Devinah's Glitz. This one is really interesting because it is not quite a gold, but it looks gold. They describe it as a sparkly tan with silver sparkles, and I would say that's accurate, but it's like, to me, like an antique gold. Like, it's not super yellow, it's not like a greeny gold. I don't know, to me it's an antique gold, and I think it's really glittery and beautiful. Next we have Devinah's Parthenos. This is one of their multi-chromes from, I think, their Butterfly collection, and it has like a mostly green base, but it does shift to multiple colors from like light to deep colors depending on how the light hits it. It's super pretty. Then we have Blazed from Devinah. This is a hot mess red, including sparks of orange for depth, And the thing I really like about Blazed is how freaking dimensional it is. Like they mention in the description, I'm taking all of these color descriptions from the brand websites. It's got like different tones in it, so it's very dimensional, and it's almost got like a multi-chrome effect when you shift it around. It's really cool. And the last color in the first row is going to be the matte red from Coastal Scents, which is pomegranate red. And all of these are swatched on a bare arm, no primer, no nothing. This is just my bare arm, bare fingers. So that is the first row. Row 2 starts with Coastal Scents Burnished Brunette. They describe this as an opaque deep brown with a matte finish. To me, it's like a very sheer smoky black color, which I really enjoy because a super pigmented black can be really hard to work with and blend out and control. And something like this can be a lot easier when trying to like smoke out your looks. The next one is Deep Roast, which is a robust dark brown hue with a matte finish. This is also a Coastal Scents shade. And in order to make sure my fingers are not wet, I'm just wiping them off on dry tissue in between. So that is Deep Roast. Next we have Oatmeal Tan, which is a light tan hue with a matte finish. I picked this one out because I was looking for an almost golden brown, and on Coastal Scents' website, like this seemed the most ideal like golden yellowy brown option. Then we have Coastal Scents Prehistoric Green, which is a rich vivid matte green shade. And as you can see, that's actually pretty dang pigmented and smooth. I'm really impressed with that one. The next one is Pinehurst, a rich forest green hue with a matte finish. And this is a beautiful deeper green. I love that shade. And the final one in the Christmas themed rose is Maroon Berry from Coastal Scent, which is a deep reddish brown hue with a matte finish. And those are my two Christmas themed rose in my Dream Winter palette. So now let's move on to the Snow Angel inspired rose, or the more winter rose. The first one is Devinah's Icing, which is from, I believe, the pink icing set that they came out with. It's described as the purest white shimmer with the right amount of reflex. This is a really great like topper color. It's super, it doesn't have like a super opaque base. It's mostly shimmer. And then we have Cupid from Devinah, which is described as a pearly soft baby blue. And I believe Cupid was in their Blue Betch set. So if you have that set, you have this color. And it's just like they say, a very pearly baby blue, super pretty. Then another from the pink icing, this is Callie. It is a fun, cute, and everything pink lovers love. And it is just a bright, fun, like late pink. I love it. Next is a multi-chrome. This is Jealous Side. It is ruby pink, gold, and flashes green. It's so beautiful. Hopefully you can see like all of the ways it changes color. I feel like I need to turn down my lighting just a little bit. Can you see better? Like the shifts is, I think that looks better in the viewfinder, so I'm going to keep that lighting a little bit lower from now on, but I think that's a beautiful multi-chrome, and I have it on my inner lid in this look. This look will be coming soon. I did a get ready with me that I'm going to post on Valentine's Day for you guys with this look and my dream palette. Then we have another multi-chrome. This is Morphine. They say it is a color that is reminiscent of morpho butterflies. Now honestly, I don't know what a morpho butterfly is supposed to look like, but I do know this is like purple and blue, and I don't even know all the colors. I just know like it's so shifty and beautiful, and I have that like on the majority of my lid in this look, and it's so stunning. The last shimmer shade from Devinah is Bluster, and it's also the last shade in the third row. This was part of their blue batch set, and I don't think it's available individually. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find a color description for it, but it's basically a dark metallic blue. The first color in the last row is Blow from Devinah. This is a matte white. They described it just as a soft matte white, and it is very, very soft. Look how much came off on my finger, and it's very pigmented. Like, look at that white. It is one of my favorite white shades of all time. Then another one from the blue batch set, we have Verity right here. It is described as a pastel blend of blue tinted periwinkle. I actually am wearing this one in my transition for this look today, and I think it's really good at blending out those darker, cool toned colors. It's so pretty. Then we have Jocks, which I think again was from the pink icing set. It is described as a perfectly muted matte eyeshadow in a mauve taupe shade. And I think mauve taupe is a really accurate description for this. It's so, so pretty. 3 shades left. We have Mina from the pink icing set, described as a creamy perfect pale pink. It is very similar to the last one, just a tad cooler and deeper, if you can see. Like, it's almost a step down. And then the next one is a perfectly perfect plump plum shade called Virago, something like that. And it is a little more on the dry side for Devinah mattes, a little more on the like buildable, like not intense pigment right away, but it is very beautiful and I do like it a lot. And the final shade is from the blue batch set. It is Navel, described as a bold and stark blue darkened with a black undertone base. So these are both rows, or actually both sections, all 4 rows of my Dream Winter palette, the Christmas holiday rose and the wintry cool toned rose. And in case I didn't give you a good enough look before, here is the entire palette all together. I'm super obsessed with it. I love it so much. I think it's my favorite palette I've ever created, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this breakdown of it. If you were to make a dream winter palette, what colors would you put in it? Please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!